You know when your phone always runs out dead mid-hike or halfway through your camping evening and stuff like that, and you want to charge it up? Well, look what I've got. I've got a 1300 milliamp charging pack. How cool is that? Nice bright and orange. You can have a black one or a white one as well. But it's not only that, it's got a USB-C. Yes, you can use it for a charging port, but if you press and hold the button, you get a light. So you get a little camping light, which is really, really cool. This goes from 40 lumens, and then you've got a medium, I think that's 120, and then 400 lumens, which is brightest. What's even better than that is it's magnetic. So you can actually stick it to anything magnetic, and you get this light that's glowing wherever you need it to be. And you can magnetize it to different parts. Well, it's not going to stay on, there it is. Different parts and different places. You can stick it under your bonnet. You can magnetize it to your tent, inside your camper van, or anything like that. I think that's a brilliant, brilliant idea. But, all that said, it's not really what it's designed to do. You notice it's got a hole in the top and the bottom? It's actually a pump, a tiny little pump. This thing is magnetic. It's got a 3000 GS magnetism in the bottom, if that makes sense. I think I've just invented that word. It's an air pressure pump with a 4 kPa power rating for sucking air out and for blowing air in. So this is really designed for your camping. Maybe you're going wild camping and you need to take a little camping mat, or you want to blow up your pillow and stuff like that. This is really, really handy. It's also got a hook on it as well, so you know if you are camping, and like I say, this is a 3-in-1, you can switch that little light on and you can actually hook it onto your tent, so you get that little evening camping light. So by carrying one little gadget with you, and this clips in so it doesn't flip around, you could also clip it onto your tent bag, you know, your camping bag or your hiking bag and stuff like that as well. So I think that's a really, really good idea. It's water resistant to a IP44, so it doesn't matter if this thing gets wet, and it's also impact resistant as well. So you know, if it takes a little bit of a drop on a knock, it's not going to damage it at all. I'm just going to run through a little bit of spec on the screen, and then I'm going to take this and show you and test it out. So it's called a Tiny Pump ×2. It comes with these array of different nozzles that you basically push into the end, and they change the way this thing's designed to pump up different stuff. Like this would pump up maybe your beach ball, or you know, something small with a small hole in the end that needs pumping up. I was thinking a beach ball, or you know, a blow up ring or something like that. You've got a slightly bigger one that's got different nozzles on it. This actually clips to this, so you get a flexible nozzle that goes inside there. So you get this flexible nozzle on there. There's a screw-on nozzle as well for different fittings, and also a standard camping mat nozzle. So you get all these different size nozzles that fit into the end. You basically push them in, top and the bottom, and they fit whatever it is you're trying to use. I am going to take this out in a minute. I'm going to take you into my hallway, and I'm going to blow up a mat, and I'm going to see how long it takes to blow the mat up, in all fairness. Let's have a look on the screen. We have got waterproof IP44, which I said. It's a 3-in-1, so you've got your lantern, your charging pack, and your pump. It says it's a strong 4 kPa strong pressure, which is 180 litres per minute airflow. So that sounds like it's quite some. I mean, I don't know what that means to the fact of what I'm comparing it to, but it sounds like it's quite an impressive 180 litres per minute. It's a small design. It is 2.3 inches long by 1.8 inches across, and it's virtually round, so it's 1.7 by 1.8, but it's only, you know, it's less than 3 inches long, and it weighs 96 grams. So that's pretty much all I can tell you about that. Let's take this. It comes in a bag as well. You also get this little bag to keep all your little bits in and all your heads, and it comes with a USB-C charging cable. So yeah, like I say, you've got a USB-C port in the end there if you want to plug it in and charge your phone, which is pretty handy. You know, when you're out sometimes camping or you're out walking and your phone decides to have a bit of an epi fit and it switches itself off, at least you can plug it back in and charge it back up and get it turned on. You've got arrows on the top for your airflow. It goes through this way, so you're aiming towards the light, so your light is in, and if you want to suck air out, you turn it around the other way and suck air out and goes backwards. Okay, so let's take it into the hallway and try it out. Welcome to my hallway. Yes, it's small and narrow, and I'm down here on my hands and knees, and yeah, not the most comfortable thing. Now I'm going to put my stopwatch on, I did actually do a timer earlier on, and I timed blowing up this bag. This was also sent to me. I've done a review on this bag, this sleeping mat, this sleeping pad. This is from Gear. It's the Comfy P3. It comes in its own bag, and its own bag has an old hole in the bottom, and it's designed basically to put air in, like so, and then squeeze it into the end, and it blows it up. Now, I did a time on this, and I'm interested to see how long it'd take from blowing up from this to using this. Not a very methodical test, but nevertheless the test. And I just want to show you this as well. This is a standard foot pump. Look at the size of that thing compared to that thing. That is tiny, and you have to carry all of this around if you've got a standard foot pump. So if you're pumping up your, I don't know, your beach mat, or what are the ones you walk on, them surfing mat things, yeah, this might actually work and do the job. So right, let's get this thing on. I'm going to hold it in the end, and I'm just going to pump it up and see how long it takes. And I'm going to start my stopwatch, even though I can do, when I'm editing, I can actually bring up the time on my editing screen and see how long it takes to do. I don't know if you can see the stopwatch there, but I'll put it down there anyway. Let's press start and just go with it. So we're going to put it in the end and start pumping it up and see what happens. Stop. Okay, so with this little tiny pump, I'm not out of breath. My mat is fully pumped up right to its limit, and I'm very impressed with this little thing. This little gadget was pretty good. Now that took 1.5 minutes. Now, full disclosure, I don't want to spoil anyone's fun or anything, but I have to be honest with you. When I pumped the bag up with this, it took me about the same amount of time, 1.5 minutes. In fact, it's almost identical to how long it takes me to blow up. So, yes, I'm impressed with this. Very, very impressed with this. But I've got to say, Gear, well done you guys, because it took me about the same amount of time to pump it up with that bag. And I've got to say, I'm impressed. So anyway, back to this Flextail. It's a brilliant little thing, because I know, like I said, it came with this bag, this mat, and that is very impressive, but I know not all mats do. My Thermarest doesn't come with any way of pumping it up. This will be perfect, because I have to blow it up by mouth, and it takes forever to blow up on my Thermarest. You may have one of them big double ones as well. I've got a big double sleeping mat that I keep in the camper van, and I've not, well, say I want to keep it in my camper van, but I haven't taken it into the camper van purely because it's a faff to blow up. I'm going to keep this in the camper van. I'm going to keep the double mattress in my pop top, so that if anyone does stop in my van with me, I can now blow it up with this thing. Not only can I blow it up, I can flip it back round and I can unblow it. Yeah, I did say unblow it. I did. I blow it up, I blow it down. You know what I mean. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this. I do like this, and this, it's just effortless. Absolutely effortless. At least with this, you've literally got to throw some air in it, you've got to squeeze it, throw some air in it, you've got to squeeze it. Even though it worked and it's about the same sort of time, I'd still use this anyway, because it's a lot less flapping around, and you can actually push it in. If you get the right sort of mat where this end fits in perfectly, you can just push it in and leave it and carry on making yourself a brew and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks to Flextail for sending me this. Very pleased, very happy with it. It's really, really cool. And yeah, till next time, don't forget, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you on the next little gadget. Here we go. I've got to put it all away now.